Question 1, what is 10% of 470? So that's 47. Which equation has the same solution as the given equation? So 4x plus 6 is 18. So 4x is 12. So that's C. The total cost in dollars to rent a surfboat consists of a $25 service fee and a $10 per hour rental fee. A person rents a surfboat for T hours and intends to spend a maximum of $75 to rent the surfboat, which inequality represents this situation. So for T hours, the rental fee will be 10T plus there is a $25 surface fee. So total fee would be 25 plus 10T. And this should be less than equal to 75 because he wants to spend a maximum of 75. So 25 plus 10T should be less than equal to 75. The function g is defined by gx is equal to x squared plus 9 for which value of x is gx 25. So x squared plus 9 should be 25. So x squared should be 16. So x should be plus or minus 4. Each face of a fair 14-sided die is labeled with a number from 1 through 14 with a different number appearing on each face. If the die is rolled one time, what is the probability of rolling a 2? So that's one number out of 14, so 1 by 14. A printer produces posters at a constant rate of 42 posters per minute. At what rate in posters per hour does the printer produce the posters? So in 1 minute, it produces 42 posters. So in 1 hour, it would produce 42 times 60. So that's 2 carry 1, 2520. The function f is defined by this equation. What is the value of fx when x is 4? So f4 will be 7 times 4 plus 2, which is 30. A teacher is creating an assignment worth 70 points. The assignment will consist of questions worth 1 point and questions worth 3 points. Which equation represents this situation where x represents the number of 1-point questions and y represents the number of 3-point questions? So the total points of the 1-point questions would be x, and the total points of the 3-point questions would be 3y, and that should be 70. So x plus 3y should be 70. Right triangles LMN and PQR are similar, where L and M correspond to P and Q respectively. Angle M has a measure of 53. What is the measure of angle Q? Okay, so right triangles, right? So let's just make 2 right triangles. LMN and PQR. Okay, so LMN, PQR, L and M correspond to P and Q, right? Now, angle M has a measure of 53. So angle Q corresponds to angle M, so it will also have a measure of 53. The solution to the given system of equations is xy. What is the value of x? Okay, so I can substitute y is equal to negative 3x. So 4x negative 3x is 15. So x is 15. Which of the following equations is the most appropriate linear model for the data shown? So the y-intercept is close to plus 10. So it can't be A and can't be C. It could be B or D. And the slope is negative because it's a falling line. So it has to be B. The graph of y is equal to fx is shown where the function f is defined by ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, and a, b, and c are constants. For how many values of x is fx 0? So you can see fx is 0 here, here, and here. So there are 3 values for which fx is 0. Vivian bought party hats and cupcakes for $71. Each package of party hats cost $3 and each cupcake cost $1. If Vivian bought 10 packets of party hats, how many cupcakes did she buy? Okay, so 10 packages of party hats will cost $30. And let's say she bought X cupcakes, so they would cost X and the total is 71. So X is 41, right? So she bought 41 cupcakes. What is one solution to the given equation? Okay, so 24, 12 and 2. So I can say z square plus 12z minus 2z minus 24 is 0. So z plus 12 into z minus 2 is 0. So z could be minus 12 and 2. So one solution is 2. Bacteria are growing in a liquid growth medium. There are 300,000 cells per millimeter during an initial observation. The number of cells doubles every 3 hours. How many cells per millimeter will there be 15 hours after the initial observation? So initial is 300,000. It doubles every 3 hours, right? So after 3 hours, it would be 600,000. After 6 hours, it would be 1,200,000. 9 hours, 2,400,000. 12 hours, 4,800,000. And 15 hours would be 9,600,000. So that's D. Which expression is equivalent to 6 times x to the power 8 y square plus 12 times x square y square? So I can take 6x square y square common. So I'm left with x to the power 6 plus 2. So 6x square y square into x to the power 6 plus 2. A neighborhood consists of a 2-hectare park and a 35-hectare residential area. The total number of trees in the neighborhood is 3934. The equation 2x plus 35y is 3934 represents the situation. Which of the following is the best interpretation of x in this context? So 2x plus 35y is 3934, right? Now it's a 2-hectare park and a 35-hectare residential area, and we are talking about the total number of trees in the neighborhood. So then x would be the number of trees per hectare in the park, and y would be the number of trees per hectare in the residential area. So what is x? The average number of trees per hectare in the park. So that's option A. The graph shows the relationship between the number of shares of stock from company A, X, and the number of shares of stock from company B, Y, that Simone can purchase. Which equation could represent this relationship? Okay, so we can work with y is equal to mx plus c. So for the slope, I can use 0, 40 and 60, 0. So my slope will be negative 40 by 60, which is minus 2 by 3. And my y-intercept is 40. C is 40. So I can write y as minus 2 by 3x plus 40. And if I multiply everything by 3, I get 3y is minus 2x plus 120. So 2x plus 3y is 120. This is my equation, right? Now, from the options, I see that I have 480 on the right-hand side. So let me multiply this equation by 4. So I get 8x plus 12y is 480. 8x plus 12y is 480, option B. Circle A has a radius of 3n and circle B has a radius of 129n, where n is a positive constant. The area of circle B is how many times the area of circle A? So area is proportional to R squared. So area of B divided by area of A will be radius of B divided by radius of A, the whole squared, which is 129 by 3, the whole squared. So 3 into 4, 3 into 3, the whole squared. And 43 squared would have to be D, 1849. The frequency table summarizes the 57 data values in a data set. What is the maximum data value in the data set? So the maximum data value is 14. A circle in the xy plane has a diameter with endpoints 2, 4 and 2, 14. An equation of this circle is x minus 2 whole squared plus y minus 9 whole squared is r squared, where r is a positive constant. What is the value of r? So we know that when this equation is written in this form, x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is r square. Then h comma k are the coordinates of the center of the circle, and r is the radius of the circle, right? So we already know that the center is 2, 9 because it's the midpoint of 2, 4 and 2, 14. And for the radius, I just have to find the distance between those 2 points. That's the diameter and halve it. So the diameter would be square root of 0 squared plus 10 squared. So that's 10, right? Diameter is 10. So the radius would be 5. So the value of r is 5. The measure of angle r is 2 pi by 3 radians. The measure of angle t is 5 pi by 12 radians greater than the measure of angle r. What is the measure of angle t in degrees? Okay. So angle t will be 2 pi by 3 plus 5 pi by 12, right? So that's in radians. So this is 12, 8 pi plus 5 pi. So 13 pi by 12 radians. Now in degrees, so we know that pi radians is 180 degrees. So 13 pi by 12 radians would be 13 by 12 into 180 degrees. So that would be 12 into 1, 12 into 5, 15 into 13, 15 threes are 45, carry 4, 195 degrees. A certain town has an area of 4.36 square miles. What is the area in square yards of this town? Okay, 1 mile is 1760 yards. So 1 square mile would be 1760 square yards, right? So that's the conversion between square miles and square yards. So 4.36 square miles would be 4.36 into 1760 square yards. So we just have to plug that into the calculator. So that's 13505,536. 13505,536, option D. For line H, the table shows 3 values of X and their corresponding values of Y. Line K is the result of translating line H down 5 points in the XY plane. What is the X-intercept of line K? Okay, so we are trying to find out the X-intercept, right? Okay, so let's first find the equation of line H, right? So the slope is, I'm using these 2 points, so 30 by 5, so it's 6. So y is 6x plus c. So 130 is 6 into 18 plus c. 8 carry 4 plus C. So C would be 2, 2, right? So C would be 22. Okay. So the equation of line H would be, line H equation would be y is equal to 6x plus 22, right? Now line K is gotten by translating line H down 5 points, right? So if you bring it down 5 points, the y-intercept will reduce by 5. So line K, the equation would be y is 6x plus 17, right? Because the y-intercept will obviously reduce. So what is the x-intercept of this line? So 0 is 6x plus 17. So x is minus 17 by 6. So D. In the xy plane, the graph of the equation this intersects the line this at exactly 1 point. What is the value of C? Okay. So this first one is a parabola, and it is a parabola that opens downward because the leading coefficient is negative. And y is equal to C, because it touches this parabola at exactly 1 point, it has to pass through the vertex of the parabola. Because if it is lower, it will intersect the parabola at 2 points. And if it is higher, it won't intersect the parabola at all. So basically, C is nothing but the y coordinate of the vertex of this parabola. So how can we find the y coordinate of the vertex? Let's find the x coordinate first. X coordinate is minus b by 2a for any quadratic function. So that would be negative, b is 9 and a is minus 1. So that's 4 by 5, right? And so the y coordinate of the vertex, I will simply put x equal to 4 by 5 in the equation. So minus, wait, what am I doing? 9 by 2 is 4.5. So I can just keep it as 9 by 2 actually, because the options are in fractions. So minus, so 9 by 2 squared plus 9 times 9 by 2 minus 100, right? So that would be minus 81 by 4 plus 81 by 2 minus 100. So 4 minus 81 plus 162 minus 400. So that becomes 481 minus 162 minus 319 by 4, right? So that should be, yeah, that should be C. That's the value of C. For each real number R, which of the following points lies on the graph of each equation in the xy plane for the given system? Okay. Graph for each equation in the xy plane. Okay. For the given system. Okay. So it should be true for both, right? So let me just write that. 2R plus, wait. Let's just solve it once. Let's just see what x and y come to. So 2x plus 3y is 7 and 10x plus 15y is 35, right? So if I divide this equation by 5, I get 2x plus 3y is 7. So this is basically a system with infinite solutions because both of these equations are technically the same. So I can take any value, and it would be true, right? So if I take, let's say x is r, then 2r plus 3y is 7. So 3y is 7 minus 2r. So y is 7 minus 2r by 3. Right? So if x is r, y is 7. Okay, it should be 7 by 3 minus 2r by 3. So it's definitely not C. And it's definitely not D also. Okay, let me try and take y as r. So then I get 2x plus 3r is 7. So 3r is 7 minus 2x. So r is, sorry, so 2x is 7 minus 3r. So x is 7 minus 3r by 2. Okay, 7 minus 3r by 2. Yes, so then B is the right answer. Okay, let's just clear this. The perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 624 centimeters. The height of this triangle is k root 3. What is the value of k? Okay, so the perimeter is 624. So if the side length is a, then 3a is 624. So a is 208, right? Now, what is the height of an equilateral triangle? It is a root 3 by 2, right? It's the side length multiplied by root 3 by 2, which you can actually get if you take a right triangle and solve, because this would be a by 2. So by Pythagoras theorem, this is what you get. So the height is given as k root 3. So k root 3 is 208 root 3 by 2. Root 3 cancels. So k is 104.